Good morning and welcome to Blue Devil Football. I'm Tom Tilley. We have with us this morning Coach Steve Hart and Coach Gary Bailey. And this show is brought to you by the Harriman Quarterback Club with help of our sponsors. Coach, you went to Auburn Springs last night. Perfect night for football, wasn't it?
It was a real good night for football, cool and good crowd. I thought our people came out and supported us real well. We had an excellent crowd.
Coach Bailey, it was a good defensive game for us, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did a pretty good job last night. We turned over one quick one right off the bat, and then we settled down and did a real good job. We had some outstanding licks by some of our players. We're starting to get on track defensively.
Coach Hart, last night on offense, Jermaine Copeland, excellent ball game.
Yeah, you just can't say enough about Jermaine. He's a smart kid, and he plays hard and does a good job every week. And our offense is going to get better. We made a few mistakes last night that kept us from getting it in the end zone. I think we're inside of 20, maybe 2 or 3 times that we probably should have got it in. But we're doing some good things, and we're going to work on these things in practice. And I'm excited about our offense and the potential it has to score points.
Coach Bailey, you have any players on the defensive side of the ball that really stuck out last night?
Shane McCarroll, the defensive tackle, did us a real good job last night. Joe Long, one of our inside backers, had a real good night week before last, had another good night last night. Shane Hall had a better night last night, I thought, as defensive end slot there. We had several boys that really contributed for our program last night.
Well, Coach, I guess we're about ready to go to film the game now. It's a beautiful night, wasn't it? And you couldn't ask for better weather for a ball game, and opening kickoff and the crowd. It was a pretty good crowd there too. And I think, like you said on the way down here, we probably had as many people as Auburn Springs did there last night. So if we're ready, we'll go to film now.
Just opening kickoff, and Jermaine really kicked the ball well last night. Kicked this one in the end zone, and well, if you can do that in high school football, that really helps you out a lot with them having the ball on the 20. It's one of our better defensive series, I think, Coach.
Yeah, we're in our base 40 here. We do a good job right off the bat here. We got a lot of emotion going to start with, and playing with a lot of enthusiasm.
Coach, who's some of the players in the game here?
We got Benji right there at that right defensive end. That's Taylor at the left, or the right inside backer. One just making the tackle there was Taylor.
That was a real good job by Jimmy Sales right there. Real good job.
That's a good job on both of them, Coach.
That's Daniel Goins over here at corner. Trevor Sheets over here on this side. Trevor's playing a little tender shoulder there this week and did a good job. This is a good interception by Brent Tilley and a good run back set up our first touchdown.
Our line put a little heat on him there.
Coach, a good way to start a ball game. Get a turnover first series, there, isn't it?
Right. Real good job. We opened up, I think it's the first play we scored. I can't remember now, but
it's first.
Yeah, first play we run the option, and Jermaine does a good job getting the pitch out there, and Mike Lewis has got a smaller cast on his hand and caught the pitch and did a good job getting the end zone.
Is that Lewis's first time to touch the ball on offense this year?
First time touch the football.
Hey, all right.
Right.
That's
good
great.
way to start. Good job right here on the extra point. Brent gets down good, and Jermaine gets stuck. Good blocking.
Coach, an important part of the ball game was extra points, isn't it?
Right, real important part, and we did a lot better job this week.
Coach, you use a few more players on the kickoff team, don't you?
Right, we've been trying to get some of these kids in the ball game. Our extra point team is just about all on you, except for the skill positions in the back. And we had great coverage right here. Almost all our kickoffs were good coverage.
Coach Bailey, you was talking about Shane McCarroll last night. What position does he play on defense?
He's playing that left inside tackle for us. Be lined up on the right guard. We either line him up as outside eye of the guard, or if we go to a 40 inside, we move him down inside eye of the right guard.
Good job there. Shane Hall and somebody else. I don't know who the other.
Must have been Brett Wright, Coach.
Yeah, Brent.
We hadn't stopped the line. We just didn't lock up. That's good hustle, Shane Hall getting downfield there. And I noticed Friday night that we did a lot better job pursuing and getting out there. And you'll see our tackles out there on the outside making some tackles. And
that's a good job.
Good job there. A lot of help.
We need to get as many people on that ball as we can, Coach. We need all the help we can to stop them, especially these big backs that come along.
Coach Buddy, could you tell much difference between this week's defense and last week's? Players maturing?
I thought we did our technique a little bit better last night than we did the week before. To be perfectly honest, the more I looked at the film from the week before, the happier I got with it. Really, we did better. We actually did a whole lot better job than I originally during the game thought we were doing.
That was one of their better plays of the night. They ran the screen and did a good job with it.
Taylor stepped up, made a tackle. I believe Benji made first contact with him. We got a stunt going on now.
We just got to lock up.
Got to lock up. Taylor stepped up and he hit the dive man, I believe, then. And
Jimmy Sales ended up bringing him down.
Jimmy Sales came over and got him down. Good job on Jimmy's part.
It's not a bad job there.
No. You notice Shane McCarroll came through, fell down, and pursued and was in on the tackle.
Shane did some real good things Friday night.
Later on in the game, Coach, Shane delivers a lick that would definitely get your attention.
Coach, talking about the defense we had in there, defensive line that you said the right end was Jimmy Sales, right tackle was Benji Roberts, left tackle was
Shane
McCarroll, and left end,
Shane Hall.
Shane Hall's left end, Shane McCarroll left tackle.
Right.
Joe Long left linebacker and Jason Taylor at right.
Correct. And our two backers are our outside backers is right on the left side.
Maine just puts a great move on here, and we came within one guy right here, as you'll see. That's it.
If he hadn't lost his balance, Coach, that's 6 more right there. And made that spin.
Kids got over there, and we had that wall, and again, after he gets by the first guy, we have a chance of breaking all of them. So Chris, what a hole. Great hole. Brent Tilley did a great job out there on that corner. That's what most people do to us, hang on to us like that. And that's a real good job blocking, and I mean, it's a good play all around.
Another thing, Coach, good filming on that part. Frank had it coming right at us, didn't he?
They're trying to run the veer here. They did a pretty good job.
Defensively, Coach, they're doing some things that we really hadn't anticipated to start with.
Yeah, we picked it up pretty good. Good job, Jason Taylor, right there. Good throw.
Hey, that happens to the best.
That
sure does. Sure does. That's the first one he's even come close to missing this year.
Yeah.
I don't think he got an opportunity to get another one.
I think maybe his shoulder had something to do.
Right.
I think, I really do.
That's a good job right here on the screen.
Great job, because they had a stun on. We picked it up, and then the lineman still got out to that block. That was a real good job on our offensive line's part.
Coach, who's in the backfield here?
This is Mike Lewis and Brett Wright in the backfield. Got Daniel Goins and Brent Tilley out there split out. Run the option here, and we just got to get a little more depth. And we had 3 or 4 turnovers there, kind of stopped their drives. We weren't ready right here. They did a good job coming up and getting on the ball quick. Boy,
We ran right by
yeah,
him.
we ran right by him in the backfield there.
Coach, 22, Lowry ran the ball real low for Auburn Spring.
Yeah,
It reminded me a lot of the Phillips boy from last year. I don't believe he's quite as strong as runner, but he kept his body low with his lean.
And their back does a great job right there. He just dug that right out of there. Good job on their quarterback's part there.
They called us for offsides here.
That was a close one, too.
Yeah.
Could have went either way on that one. Coach Bailey, you stayed most of the night. You was 4-4 defense?
Yeah. We didn't get out of it time, really, except we got into our short yardage defensive time, too, unfortunately.
Good job there, Sam Carroll.
Shane did us a good job last night.
Boy, Shane, you'll see sometimes that he pursued a real good off. That's the tackle two there.
This series right here, I felt like was probably defensively maybe our weakest series of the night.
Yeah.
They drove it, I don't know, about 50 yards on score.
Go along, they tackle there.
He ran it right at us, too, didn't he?
Well, I think we emotionally, we came out and scored early, and we got to learn that you can't ever be satisfied.
Well, that plus we had the ball back and moved,
Right.
until turnover. And, it shows a good team, though, if the team can take a turnover like Olive Springs did and drive it to length of the field.
Right. And that ends up at the first quarter there.
I guess we'll go to a commercial break now. Get our slots in here while we can. Coach Hart, last night at the end of one quarter, it was 7-0. Second quarter, big quarter for Blue Devils, wasn't it?
Right. After Olive Springs takes it in and score, I think we score two more times and maybe have an opportunity to score another one. And I thought the kids picked it up pretty good. And, we went in at halftime, talked about some of our mistakes, and second half was a whole lot better ball game for us. Again, we just kind of shot ourselves in the foot 2 or 3 times, but it's early in the year, and we're going to get better each week.
Coach Bailey, talking about the second half, I know it more or less turned into a defense struggle second half, but here in the second quarter, Devils played some pretty good defense. I mean, Olive Springs got the ball here starting the second quarter, down close, and we give up a touchdown, but it showed they were a pretty good ball team because they took the ball from a turnover and drove it right down the field on us and put it in the end zone.
After we get up this touchdown, it's hard. I can't remember too good. I don't believe they crossed midfield after we get up this touchdown. I think our defense contributed to one of our touchdowns in the second half here by our second quarter rather by we forced them in the punt and they try a fake punt and our defense jumped on that. Gave our offense real good field position, and Coach's offense just punched it right on in there then.
I guess we're ready to go to our film now. We're picking it up here and starting the second quarter, and Olive Springs got the ball on, what, about the 10, somewhere in there, Coach?
Yeah, 10, 15. Good run right here.
He went down on the first lick with it, Coach.
No, he ran hard. I think they're on about the 2 or 1 or maybe even closer right here.
We've gone to our short yardage defense here, and we would do a pretty good job.
Yeah, pretty good job, but it was, I think, on like the half-yard line or something. Or maybe this is a touchdown here.
Yeah, I believe this one's it. We stopped him the first time inside down in there. Best I can remember, it took the officials a long time to call this play right here, didn't it?
I believe you're
right.
right,
I couldn't know if it's scored or not.
There you go.
Done a lot of work at Olive Springs Field, hasn't he, Coach?
Yeah.
Around it here the last couple of years, I noticed we got some new stands, new fences going up, and the work around the school, they make it look a lot better up there.
Yeah, they get all their construction work out of the way. I know Coach Johnson will be happy to get the dressing room and get some facilities back. All their kicks were short, onside, I guess to keep away from Copeland, and Joe Long did a good job right here. And we always tell our linemen, if it hits you, you fall down on it. Joe did. He said, boy, I wanted to run it, but I did what I was supposed to, and he fell down. So we get good field position here at the 40-something yard line, run the crisscross, and they do a pretty good job stuffing that right there.
Britt Wright did a decent job, our coach, getting anything out of that because it was stopped up pretty good.
Britt runs the ball hard.
That number 53, that the left defensive end, is a real good ball player. He did a good job for me. I noticed in the films from last week he did a real good job.
Good job there on the slant to Tilly, and I think it was about a 15-yard gain, got the first down.
Coach was pretty well open most of the night, wasn't it?
Right.
You know, they had their safeties pulled way back. They were probably 15 yards down the field.
I think we ran it one more time there, and we got picked up good yardage on it then.
Again, the big end put the heat on Siren. We pick up a penalty here, and it's a good call.
We had a mistake and didn't have somebody on the backside. I think we get offset penalties here. They had an interference call on them and a block in the back or block both ways or something on us, so it ended up being second down again.
Coach Hart, who's in the offensive line for us?
We got Shane Hall at center, guards Joe Long, Jason Taylor, tackles Jimmy Sells and Shane Carroll, tight end Trevor Sheets. Good job, Reed, right there by Maine. He was just going to make a move there, and you know, again, we just had a few mistakes there, and that'll come as we keep playing.
Coach, you get a good ball carrier like Jermaine. Some of our boys, hey, they run with a lot of abandonment. They're going to load the ball down, so it's just how it is.
Coach, quarterback for Oliver Springs, Nath, he's pretty good athlete.
He sure is. Boy, it's a good job by Shane Hall. He closed that thing down good. We came up good. We just got to be under control. This was a pretty big series, I thought, in the ball game. You know, at this time,
we ran right
by him, didn't we?
Yeah, attack by Britt right there. And I get a little late contact. We did a good job of getting back to huddle.
That's going to happen, Coach, you know.
Right. That was a big play right there.
Yeah, it was. They'd move the ball a little bit on. So really, Oliver Springs hurt themselves right there.
I thought our kids did a good job of playing under control, thinking about what's going on, and playing football.
And Coach, in years gone by, we used to do that to ourselves a lot.
Right. We intercepted this one, but we're out of bounds, I think. On the other side for me, I don't know if we dropped it.
I think you dropped it, Coach.
Is that Brent?
Yeah,
Tilly? I think it was. But I believe we'd been out of bounds anyway.
Pretty good call on Oliver Springs here.
Yeah, they run a quick kick, and they did a good job of just letting it alone and get the ball. Not bad field position, 25-yard line.
Did Oliver Springs do anything to you defensively, Coach, you didn't expect?
Yeah, they played a little 60 and switched it up every now and then. Right here, they're just in the base 50, and Maine does a great job of faking right here. I think he faked everybody off. Good throw, good catch over there by Brent Tilly. I think it's Brent. Yeah, good catch, good throw. I mean, that was that's a good 10-yard gain. Get us out of the hole there. Quarterback sneak, pretty good job, 5-yard gain.
Coach Maney made it such a great play at last and get away from the rush, but I know your receivers have started coming back to help.
Right, they're doing a lot better job there. Jermaine's ability, boy, that's some good blocking on this. And of course, Jermaine just turns it on there. It's a good job.
Excellent run. Excellent run.
I can't remember what the play was, but I think it was just bootleg. And then and once he got out there, you know, he's got the option to run or throw, and he turns it back against the pursuit. And our kids been doing a pretty good job of picking it up. You know, after he turns it back against the pursuit, there was 2 or 3 good blocks there.
His natural ability to run the ball is just that's something you can't coach with.
Right. Another good kick, good coverage.
Coach, who some other boys is in on the kickoff? Can you remember them?
Let's say I believe K.C. Coleman, Greg Buttram,
Wilson.
Daniel Wilson. I'm trying to think. I'm sure I'll miss somebody, but we've got some other guys on the kickoff teams. Eric Barger. Trevor Sheets has a little shoulder problem, and so Brent Tilley volunteered to take his place on the kickoff team. Boy, that's a great job, son, Carol.
Coach Bailey, how long has Shane been starting for you?
Shane has started for us for 3 years. He played a lot his freshman year, and then he has started for us the last 3 years. Last year, Shane got our offensive lineman award for best blocking, I believe. Is that right, Coach? He did a real good job for us last year.
Here's a fake punt, and that was a real good job right there. Coming up playing.
Joe Long came over our line over.
Is that Trevor out there on the end?
Uh-huh.
Trevor did a good job of just
containing it,
and we got football here.
We're lucky to get that one back, Coach.
Right here, we just fake it, and Maine does a good job running the football. We we've run the crisscross the play before, and we just fake it all, and he keeps it on the bootleg. Does a very good job, good blocking.
Scored a couple touchdowns pretty quick, Coach.
Right. We again, we had opportunities there to maybe get 2 more, and this is a 2-point conversion to make it 21, and we talked about it before, just run it in if we can, and we did a good job. The guard did a good job right there. He came up the field hard, and we took him outside, and that's what we had talked about doing.
That's Taylor, Coach. He did a real good job, Ron. Taylor's made a tremendous amount of improvement this year.
Good coverage again, good kick. Kickoff coverage was a whole lot better.
Shane Hall did a good job.
Brent Wright did a good job there. They got a penalty on him. He did the right thing, got hit in the back, and who came up and made the tackle? I don't know who made the tackle, but Brent. But Brent Wright did a good job coming up.
He almost made the play, and that was going through about 3 blockers.
Right.
How big of adjustment, Coach Bailey, is that for Brett Wright this year, going from cornerback to outside linebacker?
Well, quite a bit. I mean, corner requires just a little bit maybe more skill, and the outside backer has to be maybe more physical type of player. But Brent has done us a really great job over there. I think way back there, we originally weren't going to play him at the outside backer when we first started, and we've had to make a few adjustments this year, and he's ended up right in the thick of the battle, and he's doing an excellent job for us.
He did an excellent job for you last year, cornerback.
He sure did.
He had a bunch of interceptions back there. He played the run good.
Yeah.
That was a good job by Shane Hall. Brett Wright again, and that was a good job coming up. That's why they play it there.
Shane McCarroll and Shane Hall both
Right.
did excellent there.
I think that ends up the half.
But half, Harriman's ahead 21-6. pretty good first half. Had a few turnovers, laid the ball down a couple times there, but offensively it wasn't bad. Some positive things to build on. Defensively, coach, second half's coming up. It's about a completely different ballgame from the first half, wasn't it?
It's been turned into a defensive battle. They scored again. It's late in the game with I don't remember 20 seconds or something like that. We trying to get some more people in the game and everything. And defensively, we played a good first half.
Well, if Roger's got our films ready, we're going to go to a commercial break. Coach, we're going to pick up the start of the second half here. Harriman's leading 21-6.
They just kick it hard and bounces off of us, and they get it back. But our defense does a good job. They don't score in the second half till right there at the 10 seconds left. And boy, that's a great job right there. Shane Carroll and knocks the ball out, and we get right back.
You get three guys right around the ball,
Brent Wright, Brent Tilley, and
that says something good for your boys. I mean, something bad had happened for us.
Right.
We sucked it up and made something good happen for us.
We get a pursuit call on us right here.
All the Springs came out fired up second half, Coach. Were you expecting that?
Well, I knew they would be. One of the problems is that, you go in at halftime and you don't want to go in a crowded dressing room and it be 90 degrees in there and the kids have to sit. So we kind of stayed outside, and sometimes I think that hurts you. Too many distractions around.
Mania had turned out to keep it, didn't you, Coach?
Yeah, we were. In fact, that's basically what we were trying to do, but they did a good job on it. This brings up second down here. Run the slant again. Brent does a good job of hanging on. Picked up about 7 or 8 yards.
Coach Bailey, how's our line blocking compared to last week?
Again, we did a pretty good job at times there. On the play before that, I thought we had a little breakdown there, but our line executes well.
Good punt, good coverage. We were hoping to get them in the hole, and Jermaine did a good job. Punted that ball about 55 yards. So they're down here on the 20. This is a good job of pursuit right here. Trevor does a good job. Trevor Sheets and.
Hard to tell that angle, isn't it, Coach?
Couldn't tell who else was in on tackle, but it's a good job of pursuit down the line. Missed a few tackles there. Kid ran the ball hard there.
Coach, they switched around, put another guy at quarterback here, and they got Nath at tailback.
Yeah, they did a little switching throughout the game, and here they flipped over strong to the other side, which really doesn't mean anything to our defense because we played basically our squared up defense. That was a good job right there.
That was Maine that came up in, wasn't it? I believe our free safety flew up there and made a great play.
There's another good job. Cause a fumble, and they get back on it. Ends up 4th down here. And Jermaine can make things happen here. Actually, we had the wall set to the other side. He did a good job picking up 7 or 8 yards or more than that.
Every time Jermaine touches the ball, Coach, he could possibly break it. He just got that type of ability, doesn't he?
Low counter inside, and run that play a lot. He could work on it. Bootleg, he does a great job of faking, good blocking, good throw and catch. Pretty close. It was a good call, but it was close. Brent did a good job catching the ball, and his feet just came down out of bounds. I was trying to run the screen here. They did a good job. Jermaine just gets it out of bounds. So that was probably, that's probably our worst offensive series right there in the whole ball game. We've only punted 3 times in 2 weeks.
Is this our first punt tonight?
No, second. We punted twice this week and once or twice last week. So
we do a good job of covering.
Yeah, it's a good punt. I think averaged first punt was 44 yards, next punt 39 yards. So good job there. That's a good job.
Great
coming
job
to playing.
Tackle did a good job. Shane McKell did a good job.
Yeah, we punted 4 times in 2 games, twice each game.
It's good pursuit on Shane Hall's part. He came over across the field, didn't he?
Yeah, Shane did a good job all night on that.
Coach, I know it's Jimmy Sales last night saying he was more involved in the defense than last week. Although he played a decent game at Kingston, it seemed like he was around the ball a lot more.
He was. Maybe because they're running at him a lot more too last night. They getting that power line and try to run it at us. Jimmy played a good game last night. Had a better night.
We were in the right place, and we just kind of got to be under control, make the tackle.
We're trying to leave our feet and make these tackles, Coach.
Right.
We need to keep our feet on.
That was a good job there. Fumble football and
Trevor got that.
Yeah, Trevor Sheets covered that. That was a good job. We caused that fumble, I wouldn't.
Don't we move it on down the field here?
Trying to remember. Yeah. Maine makes a great run. Hey, the beginning of these plays are designed. Once we get past the line, Jermaine does some great things and good blocking. Our kids get downfield. We're doing a real good job with our receivers blocking, and see right there is a great job. Good hard run, good blocking, way to hit the hole.
Great move. Great move.
Yeah.
Britt Wright did an excellent job right there running the ball.
Sure
That's probably one of the best. That's the best run he's had this year, I think.
Yeah, sure was.
He had a couple pretty good runs last week at Kingston.
Yeah.
Brent is a real good ball player.
He's a good athlete.
He's just a terrific athlete.
Couldn't find our receivers there. They did a pretty good job. Brings up 2nd down. We had a little mix-up in the backfield there. And another turnover down inside the 10 this time. So what's that? It's about the 3rd one. So we're, again, season's still early. We're going to come out of these things and get better as we go. Once a good job there. Mike Lewis did a good job of taking on that blocker and then the pursuit by everybody else. Maine and
Coach, as soon as we can play on Mike in the conditioning, Mike will really have a good year this year.
Mike's having to play himself into shape because of that.
Another good job.
That hand, and he's getting there.
Coach, what happened to Daniel Goins last night? I know towards the end of the game he must have got an ankle twist, something. He's limping a little bit.
Yeah, he twisted his ankle. No swelling or anything. I think good job by Joe Long. Interception there.
Joe just always ran the ball, Coach. Right. He always ran the ball.
Now, you get a turnover right here, you got to get it in the end zone. It's a good run. That's a good first down play, 3 or 4 yards. You get 3 or 4 yards on first down, that's what you want.
You can get much out of that.
No, they closed it down pretty good there. I really can't remember what happened on this series. I'm trying to think. Okay, yeah, we ran a bootleg here, and I guess it's incomplete.
I think we run out of downs, don't we?
Yeah, I believe that's right, Coach. This is fourth down right here, and we don't.
Yeah, that's right. We turned it over again.
I think it's the next area when we take it in.
Yeah.
For a final score.
Talking about Goins already wounded now. He's playing wounded.
Yeah, he was feeling a lot better after he just got it twisted, and trainers looked at it and I was swelling. I think he more got stepped on.
Daniel will give you what he's got.
Yes, sir. Sure will. Daniel played hard. They go a little trip shotgun here. Well, here's some good press. Shane McCarroll.
Shane Hall.
Shane Hall, Shane McCarroll, both of them. Big play right there.
That was a big play. Yeah.
Run the draw. Get a little bit. That's a good job, Daniel Goins, and got a lot more help over there. Trevor and
Daniel Goins had good containment coming up.
Yeah, he sure did. He got some help from inside. That's why you're supposed to do it. They punted out of the end zone, and Daniel picks it up. We got good field position again. Got to get it in the end zone.
I believe we got the ball at 25 now, Coach. We go to a little bit different offense here, don't we?
Yeah, we went to higher eye, and I think we got about 18 yards in 2 plays there.
That was a great offensive line serve. Joe Long all the way downfield.
Run to the other side and get it down here. Try to throw it here, and had a mistake or two. They bat the ball up in there. So it comes up fourth down, and we score, but we get a call back for a penalty, and we come back and score, I guess, on the next play. Let's picture Coach Wattenbarger up there in the press box.
He's in deep thought, isn't he?
This is a good job.
Beautiful
on
play.
Boy, good.
All right,
we get a.
What was that call, Coach?
The original call was you can't double team on line of scrimmage, but I found out later that wasn't exactly what he meant. You can't hit below the waist out there, and I believe that was a call. So we get a penalty and brings it back, and I believe it's fourth down. It's still fourth down here, and we take it in anyway.
Coach, when that official came to the sidelines to tell us the call, a few of our fans heard that.
Up to the next. Okay, here we go. We run the bootleg. Jermaine, we talked about it. He knew he could come up inside and run this one in, and he gives his real good effort there from about the 3 in to get in the end zone. Good blocking, and
here's another odd series.
Yeah, here's an odd series. We get a personal foul here, and it goes on the extra point, and they move it back. So it ends up, our extra point ends up being about a 35-yard extra point, and we called a timeout just to kind of get things settled down, and I think the kids thought I wasn't going to let him kick it here. But we can make it, and we can block for him, and Jermaine said I can make it, and so we end up kicking it, and as you can see, he boots it through from about
35
yards out. So that was a good way to for scoring there. 4:42 left. Another good kick, and I think it's probably their biggest return of the night here. And that was still good coverage.
Inside the 30, Coach.
That's the shortest kick, man, he had kicking off, too. Yeah. You know, most of the time he put it right at the end zone or in the end zone, and that one's a little bit shorter.
They had a legal procedure penalty here.
Coach Oliver Springs got some pretty good running backs. They keep coming at you. Lowry and Naff and the fullback Hickman does a good, decent job blocking for him. And they don't quit.
No, they sure don't. Boy, that was a good job right there. I can't see the numbers, but somebody did a good job there. Another good job.
Coach, I know she used Mike Lewis at the end and linebacker both, outside linebacker.
I'd like to play him at the end if we could. That's where Lewis has been at. We put him at the backer slot here because we're a little weaker, and then he's never played it really and stepped in there, and he's not even had much of an opportunity to practice it. We'd like to get him back up at the defensive end slot. I think he feels more comfortable there.
Rough kicker there. That gives him the football back, and with 2.5 minutes or so left, hopefully we can try to get some of these other kids in. We did the best we could getting them in, and
that was kind of a confused play there, Coach. I'm not exactly sure what happened on that roughing.
No, we were just playing our defense. It just happened that they came through and rough kick. So that gives them first down, and we're trying to get some other people in the ball game here. I think it's Corey Davidson, freshman there, in a tackle. We missed some tackles. He ran the ball hard right there.
And little Corey chased him down,
he
didn't he?
Chased him down, made the tackle, Coach.
We get Brian Tapp gets in, or Justin Tapp gets in here.
Justin, Brandon Alexander.
That's good pursuit. Good pursuit.
We got some other people in. We're trying to as quick as we can.
Coach, you're talking about Corey Davidson. He's freshman, isn't he?
Yeah, Corey is learning here and got some good years ahead of him. Picture of our managers over there. I think we picked up some more I don't even know about.
They're doing a good job for us this year,
Coach. Sure are.
You managers are a very important part of the team.
They go shotgun here, and we, he throws it up, and the guy comes down with it. We got a lot of people back there. Maine keeps him out of the end zone. And they come up on the 1 yard line here with 10 seconds left, but we've got some new people in there, and Coach, they lined up in our goal line defense. Pretty good job. We haven't really. I know Coach Clark and Coach Wattenberg worked with them, and
as a matter of fact, I was trying to get the first defense back in there, and you wouldn't let me. And
yeah.
Because I wasn't sure that we could get what we had down the field. We'd get lined up quickly.
Yeah, we lined them up.
Did a real good job.
Did a good job and stopped the 2-point conversion here. And
Coach Clark can be proud of him.
The JVs get to play Monday night at Oliver Springs at 6 o'clock, and they're going to get their first JV game. So I know they're tired of practicing and ready to play. Because of Labor Day last week, had to wait till this week. But they've got 6 ball games in a row starting Monday night at Oliver Springs.
Coach, a big regional win.
Yeah, it's a big win. It's a good way to start in the region, and we just need to take these things one game at a time. Got Scott County next week. Scott County, they're 3-0. They opened up a week early. They beat Lenore City 24-6 or something the other night. So they must have a good football team. How do we do statistically?
The first downs, Harriman had 7, Oliver Springs 13. Rushing yardage, Harriman had 19 for 243 yards, Oliver Springs 48 for 173. Passing yardage, we had 46, Oliver Springs 62. We were 5 of 10 passing for 35 yards. Oliver Springs was 3 of 7. They had 2 interceptions. Total yards, Harriman 289 and Oliver Springs 235. So it was fairly even. We had more rushing yardage, but they had just a little bit more.
Yeah, they had the ball about 30 more plays. Again, the thing about our offense is that we score so quick that sometimes you think, well, that defense, they're not stopping them. But, you know, these teams are getting the ball twice as many times as we are. But we're scoring a little bit quicker than they are, and that makes a difference. But the yardage, you know, I thought, you know, 250 yards rushing is not bad.
Not bad at all. We're going to go to commercial break now. Welcome back, and we got something new we're going to do this week. We interviewed some of the players last night in the dressing room. We load on the bus and come straight back from the ball game. It's hard to get them right after the game, so what we're trying to do is catch them in the dressing room when we get back, and it's a little bit hectic, but we got some interviews. Pat Sheets is doing the interviewing, and we'd like to go to that now.
Pat Sheets, and I'm interviewing Manny here. What did you think of the game tonight, Manny?
I thought we played well. We messed up a little bit on defense, but that's going to come through later on in the year.
Overall, did you make any improvement on your offense from last week to this week?
Yeah, we made a lot of improvement. We started working on the veer option, and we started knocking the ends out, and it was working better than what it has been.
How many times you passed the ball tonight?
We threw about 7 times at the most, something like that.
Didn't have any sticky fingers to catch them, did we?
No, we couldn't hang on to them. They kept bouncing out.
That extra point that you had to kick, equivalent to a field goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a field goal.
What are we anticipating next week playing Scott County?
Oh, well, they're 3-0, you know, and we're going to have to come together and play real hard and try to see what we can make of ourselves.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate tonight's performance as a team?
It's about a 9.5.
About a 9.5. All right. Congratulations, man.
Thanks.
Shane, tonight we ran up against a big line again.
Yeah.
What was your overall evaluation of that?
Well, they only had a couple good guys that were pretty big, and you know, I wasn't too worried about them. The guy I was on, he was okay size. He was pretty quick, but you know, I got the job done.
You had 2 great tackles in the backfield tonight. How did you feel about that?
Oh, I felt good about myself because you know I pursued the ball real well, and you know I didn't stop. I was tired, but I didn't give up. You know, I think I did a good job. I did the right play, what I was supposed to do.
What happened to you on that attempted block punt?
I just got up there and jumped, tried to block it. I think they hit my feet, and I just went backwards, and I just got the breath knocked out of me. That's all it was. I landed on my back, flat on my back, and I was all right.
Oh, you're tough.
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to a great game next week, too.
Yes, sir, I hope.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is Britt Wright. We're going to ask him a couple of questions. You were basically defense last year, is that correct?
Yes, I play left corner at defense and some outside linebacker.
And this year we're having to depend upon you to run that ball. How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's a big change, but we know we got all our blockers. Everybody's doing good. We're picking up. We got a lot of young people that's trying to do good, and they're improving every week.
Tonight, you had a pretty good game. You ran hard. Did you score?
I scored, but I got called back, and we had a few turnovers, but, you know, everybody made up for it, didn't give up, and they kept the intensity up.
I can tell you, last week you had a hard time holding on to the ball. Tonight you held on really well.
Thank you.
And overall, an excellent game.
Thank you.
An excellent game tonight, in on several tackles. You even played injured, is that correct, Jason?
Yes, sir.
Where you hurt at?
My little toe on my left foot.
And is it broken?
Yes, sir.
And didn't slow you down any tonight, obviously.
A little bit there.
Little?
Yeah, it hurts.
Okay. What was your overall impression of the game tonight?
That's pretty good. Their offense was good running up the middle, but, you know, we stopped them most of the time.
Lowry kid is fast, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Did you get him any tonight?
I am sure.
I know you did. I was just going to see what you tell me. Good game.
All right, thanks.
Coach, that's something new we're trying this year, and we had one more on there. It must not came in. Frank must not got it in there. We had interviewed Mike Lewis, so maybe we can pick him up next week. What we got coming up this week as far as JVs go?
JVs play at Oliver Springs Monday night at 6. Some of these guys they've been working hard, and it's going to give them an opportunity to get some more experience. And we try our best to try to give them some on Friday nights in places. And Coach Clark and Coach Wattenberger do a good job of these JVs, and I know Coach Clark's got them ready. We have spent a bunch of time with them, and I think they're going to be ready to go.
Who's some of the players that the fans can look for as far as backs go and receivers?
Coach,
Can you get them off the top of your head, or put too much on you right there, Coach?
You're putting too much on me. Coach Clark, Coach Wattenbarger, they're in charge of the JVs. I think he's got Wesley Barger at quarterback. He's got Daniel Wilson, Jeremy Schweisgood, Greg Buttram, K.C. Coleman,
Kenny Gonzalez.
He's got Eric Barger, and then on the line, Virgil Ketchum, Shannon Morton,
Tapp.
Justin Tapp. Help me out, Coach.
Corey Davidson. James Green.
Rob. He had Rob Holt. Rob has a little fracture in his collarbone, and he'll be back in a couple of weeks.
I think Rob was his defensive end, his kicker, and his
Right.
Coach is trying to figure that one out. That's what he was going to do on that the other day.
I'm sure we missed somebody. But all those kids, they work hard in practice, and they're going to get their opportunity here. And most people, that's the way you got to go. You got to learn there in those JV games, and that's why we play them. And they're excited about playing Monday night.
Well, that's Monday night at 6 o'clock. Coach, how about the middle school? When?
They're going to Rockwood this week, Coach. Tuesday, and I believe the time is 6:30. We played Kingston last week. Coach played a real good game over there. Had a pretty good crowd. We need to see if we can't get a few more people show up down at Rockwood. I believe Rockwood got a win last week. Maybe it's the first one in a couple of years, and I'm sure they're going to be waiting for us. We went down last year and had a real good ball game with them down there. I believe the score was maybe 6-0 or something like that. I can't remember. But we'd like to get as many people out as we could and support our middle school program. It's just our second year of it. It's hopefully we're going to start seeing some results of it feeding into our high school program here in another year or two, and like to get as much support as we could for them.
Coach, Friday night, big game, Scott County.
Yeah, it's not a region game, but we need to, keep this thing going. Scott County, again, they've got a new coach, and they must have some new excitement up there. And they're 3-0. They played one game earlier the week before most of us opened, and they beat Lenore City Friday night, and I'm sure they're going to be ready to play. We'll be glad to not have to get on the bus. We'll get to play at home, and we invite everybody to come out and watch us.
That's our first home game, and we do need a big crowd. We need the fan support. We need the people there to help the Devils. We're 1-1. Got the possibility of having a decent season here if we can keep working at it, and I'm sure they will if the coaches push them. I'd like to say a special thanks to Franklin and me. Frank does all the filming of these games. He even went to the dressing room with us last night and got these interviews. He does an excellent job, and he works at it hard, and we couldn't do this without him. I also like to thank the Harriman Quarterback Club again. They're the ones that make this show possible. They go out and get sponsors for it, and they work hard to help the football team and the other athletic programs at Harriman High School, and without them, this show wouldn't be possible either. Also, our sponsors, they make it happen here. We've got 5 sponsors this year on the show, and they're all very, very important to us, and we'd like to thank them. And for the Blue Devil Quarterback Club, we'll see you next week.